It's a strong message for those looking to traffic firearms in Arizona.
Don't get too comfortable. If you're using firearms for illegal purposes, whether that's trafficking or whether it's to commit violence in these cities, don't get too comfortable because we're coming after you.
Special Agent in Charge Agent Iber says the ATF is working to prevent legally purchased firearms in the state from ending up in the hands of criminals. This includes those across our southern border.
A lot of human trafficking and narcotics come north into the United States, and then firearms go south.
These guns that the ATF has brought out are an example of firearms that are bought here in the States, but then are then found trafficked right across the borders. And we're talking not just pistols, but also 50 cals like the one right here.
Arizona, for the United States, firearms recovered in Mexico is number 2. Texas is number 1. Arizona is number 2 as far as firearms being recovered in crimes done in Mexico.
The gun problem crossing our nation's border has even led to Mexico filing a lawsuit last year against 5 Arizona gun shops, claiming they were responsible for the flow of illegal weapons into their country. Gun trafficking isn't just happening internationally. It's also happening within Arizona, even into our neighboring states. According to the ATF, a majority of the firearms recovered from crimes in California came from Arizona.
California, obviously they have different firearms laws, stricter laws as far as on the state side, which ATF doesn't do, but it has caused a market where firearms coming from Arizona.
While the ATF can work to trace guns used in crimes, the key is working to prevent these guns from being trafficked in the first place, which is easier said than done.
If I could tell you the answer, then we wouldn't have a lot of the firearms trafficking issues that we're having.
Agent Iber says they're working with local gun shops on what to look out for to distinguish someone looking to buy a gun for themselves or someone looking to traffic them. The U.S. Justice Department launched a firearms trafficking strike force back in 2021, where they say one issue that attributes to gun trafficking are firearms stolen from people. So they stress the importance of properly securing your guns.
Stephen, we know local law enforcement agencies like Phoenix PD are seeing an increase in crimes using guns here in the Valley. Are you able to tell us a little more about how the ATF actually goes about tracing these guns?
Yeah, Derek, so they have this really cool tech which can trace the bullet casings when a gun is fired. It creates this sort of fingerprint for the gun, and that way they're able to see where else this gun was used within the valley, and it can help them figure out when that gun was illegally trafficked.
A lot of science behind all that, Stephen. Appreciate it. Good story.
Interesting insight there. Stephen, thank you.